Hey there, and welcome to the April 2020 edition of Digging Up Positivity from a rapidly changing world, but even in these weird times there's a lot of positive things to be found. Last month we had a call to action for the Sophia Children's Hospital, and the response was overwhelming all over the world. Fursuiters created awesome video entries. I am already showing some of them here, and more are coming in, but this is not all. Next month you'll get an update about a special surprise Photofur and friends are preparing for them. The current global situation with so many events forced to reschedule does not stop us from raising money for charities or helping each other. Eurofurence started a donation drive for the Congo Wildlife Ranch in South Africa, what was supposed to be the charity for this year. They are hit hard, since tourism is a big part of their income, but that all dried up practically overnight. Per making of this video, the would-be visitors of Eurofurence raised $8,502 and donations are still coming in. But on the other hand, some animals made the best of the sudden lack of prying eyes. In Hong Kong, in the Ocean Park Zoo, Ying and Lele finally had some peace and quiet. Away from the prying eyes and finally having their privacy, they decided to finally go for it. After 10 years of unsuccessful attempts, they finally made it. It's still unsure if a baby is on the way, but the couple is being closely monitored. Most likely in late June, we will know for sure. Team FastestFurs will be holding their first charity speedrun marathon in just a few months. They are currently looking for runners and volunteers. I have linked their Discord server in the description below. This is an initiative by the Twitch streamer Blaze, professional pizza-powered speedrunner and fursuiter extraordinaire, as you can see in the video playing right next to me. Ringfit in a fursuit, that's no small feat. You keep on shining, you crazy woof. And just like Blaze, all around the world, various people and companies are doing their part to help each other. One of them really stood out. A 99-year-old war vet from the UK decided he wanted to raise money for the UK's National Health Service for his 100th birthday by walking rounds in his garden. Originally, he wanted to raise 100 UK pounds, about $1,257, but he ended up smashing that goal, shattering even. At the time of making this video, his goal was surpassed by 5,067%, well over 27 million, yes that's right, million pounds. This truly is one for the history books. This month we had Easter, and with Easter you think bunnies. And people like Ali Spagnola decided to surprise essential workers dressed up as the Isolation Easter Bunny. Their responses were absolutely priceless. A nice example on how one person can spread joy and positivity, affecting many in these hard times. Our community is getting creative with finding ways of coming together, from small meetings of people just joining a Discord server to draw together and chat like they would do during an art jam at a convention, or playing games together. But some took it a bit further. Various virtual conventions are being organized or held around the world. And here are some examples. We have COVID-19, a group of organizers and artists brought together to look into the possibilities of a virtual convention. Many great names such as Electrofencer, Ash Coyote, Boozy Badger, Kankat, Majira Strawberry, Renegade Roo and more are partaking in exploring the possibilities. And on May the 1st there will be a virtual convention in Belgium, as far as that matters in our virtual world. VFC, short for Virtual Furry Con, will have several online events in their Discord server, such as Jackbox games, art streams and also streams of movies, fursuit makers and music broadcasts and various DJs. A great example of a virtual panel you will see right there is Cooking with Thumps. Do you want to join or volunteer? I've included more information in the description. One of the games that could not have been released on a better date is Animal Crossing, and I must admit I'm hooked on it too. But besides just being a fun game, it also serves a more social purpose. People visiting their islands and leaving lovely art on their message boards is one thing, but at one point people started to organize online conference calls, and some students even had their graduation ceremony on an Animal Crossing island. Of course it did not stop there. Animal Crossing inspired many, from artwork to awesome music remixes like the one Garrett Williamson did from the Dodo Airline jingle. Which leads us to an amazing idea for a crossover with Doom Eternal. This lovely video by the Chalk Eater shows what that would look like. I think Nook will think twice before firing Isabel. There are also a lot of creative tags and challenges going around, like 6 fan art, where people take 6 panels to draw fan art of their favorite characters. I've seen a lot of awesome art this way, and it's fun to get along. I asked people what I should draw fan art of, and this is the result. For many, these little pointers are a perfect opportunity to pick up that brush, pen, pencil and start to get creative. The Game Grumps have released an amazing animated video clip, Scarborough Fair, on their channel. The stunning animation truly complements the music by Dan Avidian and the Super Guitar Brothers. I am doing my utterly best not to spoil it. Go see it for yourself. I linked it in the description and in the top corner. One of my favorite animation series from my youth is Animaniacs, and they're getting a reboot. But in this world of reboots, it's not always a reason to be happy, more to be cautious. But as soon as I heard that they're getting many of the old band back together, I could not help but squeal in delight. Nearly 30 years after its premiere on Fox Kids, Hulu has ordered 2 seasons, a pure sign of them believing in the project. They are aiming for a streaming release this fall. A fandom and its many events are made possible by the countless of volunteers. During my time at various conventions, I've had the pleasure of working together with Pinky Fennec. Her boundless energy and organization skills were a great addition to the team at Eurofurence, now tirelessly working for Nordic Furry and Confuzzled. She was going to be part of last month's featurette, but due to time constraints, she could not make it. However, I'm happy to include her this month. Pinky, the stage is yours.
I was a furry before I knew what furry was, role-playing animal online. But I first found the furry fandom when I was asking someone online why they had this screen name they had, and it had the word fox in it, and he said, "I'm a fox." And I thought, well, clearly you're not, but I'm intrigued. Tell me more. And so he did. He told me about the furry fandom, and I was just in love. I had never heard anything like it. And for a week, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. I just kept reading about furries. And it was basically like falling in love, but not with one person, but with a whole community. And I guess I never really fell out of love. So I've just stayed ever since. And I'm absolutely loving the whole fandom. I think it's such a great place. There are many things that I love about the furry fandom. The fun we have, the friends, the social gatherings and coming together. But then you can find that in many other groups in society as well. What truly makes us special is actually how tolerant and open we are. We are at the forefront of society when it comes to being including. We are the trendsetters of being accepting, and the rest of society are slowly following suit. But we set the pace. Another thing I really like about the furry fandom is how creative we are. If I were to put it in business terms, I would say that we are perhaps one of the most innovative communities in the world. The stuff that we do every day is the same stuff that CEOs of big international corporations pay lots of money to make happen in special seminars. But we just are. We are creative. We make ideas happen. We put them into action. We have more startups. We have more community support than any other group in society. That's truly magical. I don't know if I have a top item on my bucket list, but I've been lucky enough to work for a lot of furry conventions and make a lot of friends around the world. And I would love to go travel and see all my happy fluffy friends. I'm still quite busy working for furry conventions, so if I had more time, I would definitely do that. To all the women who are new to the fandom, I would say go and have fun and find out who you are and want to be in relation to the fandom. Say no clearly to things that you don't want to be part of or you don't want to do, but also say yes to all the things that you do want to be part of and you do want to do. And most of all, just have fun. It's a wonderful place. And then remember, be there for each other. We have to support each other. We have to show some sisterhood, because sometimes that's needed too.
This month was again a little bit different, but then again different times, and we're all making history at this moment. I have seen so many people helping each other in these trying times. You all will be remembered from the smallest acts of kindness, which brings me to these special people, supporters of this channel: Ishnula, Elsdekker, Taros, Chica, Kitako, Falconeo, Hanzana, Cosmic with a K, and Score Chaser. We will return on May 20th, and until then, stay awesome, take care of each other, and all the hugs.